Who?
What's his name? Harold? Rusev. What's Rusev's real name?
I don't know. Just say Rusev.
Okay. Let me look it up on here. Let's go up tomorrow. Some news. I know it's cringy. I'm being funny. So according to Raja.com, it looks like Rusev has gotten himself in trouble once again. Apparently on Twitch, I don't think he can be shirtless, and women cannot be in bikinis. His wife Lana was in a bikini when she was in a video with Rusev.
I'm sure.
She is pretty hot. I know that. Former
Yeah.
WWE superstar
Well,
has been streamed.
hold on here. I'm sure they could be shirtless because they show Impact on they show wrestling on Twitch.
Well, let's find out. There's maybe some more information. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be the reason. I was listening to WrestleMania, but it could be wrong. The former WWE superstar, yeah, he said he's quitting wrestling, so he can be a full-time Twitch streamer. That's smart to say something like that. The former WWE superstar has been streaming frequently under his real name, Miroslav. I can't pronounce his last name. Took to Twitter on Thursday to reveal that he was temporarily suspended from his account for a violation of platform guidelines. It was too sexy for Twitch, Rusev wrote. I learned my lesson, he added, before confirming the suspension would be 24 hours. See you tomorrow. Well, that's not that bad then, right?
No.
The official Twitch channel for Rusev channel currently displays the following message. Sorry, unless you've got a time machine, that content is unavailable. That's funny. The suspension will likely be lifted today. It is believed that he was suspended after a recent stream that included he and his wife, Lana, who was wearing a bikini for the poolside. Oh, bikinis are not allowed. My bad. I misread it. Bikini. What? You can't have a lady in a bikini? Come on. Poolside live stream. I was too sexy for Twitch. I learned my lesson. See you all tomorrow. My friend was like, Mike, if this keeps happening with Rusev, he's going to have to go back to wrestling again, right? All right, that's it for the Rusev news.
He can join fans only.
Oh yeah, fans only. That works too. You make money on that?
Apparently.
So women can be in bikinis on them. I'm not being sexist if anyone's asking. I'm just saying that's what Twitch said. So you could have a guy in a speedo and you could have a lady in a bikini on fans only and make lots of money, right?
Per se. I don't know. I've never.
Okay.
That's what I've heard.
You know, I'm gonna edit this out. I'm gonna edit this out like this. I guess fans only. What can people do on fans only? They can't be naked down there, can they? Oh, that's a joke.
Yeah. Let's get one of those sites.
Oh God, porno sites, great.
But it's huge in the wrestling community.
Okay. Cameo works too, also. And that's it for the Rusev news. Because of the bikini, that's why they got suspended. And his Twitch is strict. Wow. Have you ever seen a lady in a bikini before on Twitch? You haven't.
No. But I haven't looked at so.
All right, on to the WWE news now. Oh, wait, on to our final segment. Oh, I say that's last. So Rusev will just go up tomorrow, okay? Okay. Let's see, this is the main event. Oh, we're almost done. I'll let you start and I'll go after that. I'm looking right now.
We've actually been streaming for half an hour, so I feel like that's good. Some good content, at least.
Yeah, that's good. If there's only 5 minutes, that'd be awful content, right?
No, probably not necessarily.
Are you going to actually we're gonna do the pay-per-view predictions before SummerSlam week? Usually it probably won't be a lot of views, but you know what? You gotta make sure everything's accurate for SummerSlam. At the WWE Performance Center, right?
Yeah, there's like nothing.
All right, here's something right here. I'll keep checking. So the WWE holds a pay-per-view only 1 week after SummerSlam. It is an interesting report. This is according to Raja.com, everybody. It appears WWE is looking to hold a second pay-per-view next month, Payback, which will take place a week after SummerSlam. Does that sound stupid to you?
What was that?
Because WWE's going to be having SummerSlam, and then a week after SummerSlam, Payback. What do you think of that? And that's kind of stupid.
That's dumb.
Why a pay-per-view the week after SummerSlam? What are you thinking, Vince?
Why would
It's all about the money. That's what Vince would say.
or you could just so they're pretty much copying Impact.
What?
They're copying Impact.
If true, that would get the promotion just one Raw and one SmackDown to announce promote air store. It's gonna suck. I know it will, right? Nobody has yet to announce or even hint this event, so stay tuned. This is according to Wrestling Votes. Okay. Don't do that, Vince. That'd be dumb. Do anything like that. Let's see. Oh, there's another one about AJ Styles. And the Phenomenon one, this is according to Roger.com, guys. If the Phenomenon one were a betting man, he would put his money on the fact that the W Universe will not be witnessing any W live action up close and personal until next year at the absolute earliest. The W veteran spoke about the subject during his most recent live stream hosted on his official Twitch channel. Oh, AJ Styles has a Twitch channel? Oh, he must now since they got rid of, they get rid of for streaming? What's it called? Mixer. Mixer's gone, right?
Mixers? Yeah.
Mixer's gone now, right? If I'm a betting man, I would bet that we don't do anything until 2021 outside of the Performance Center, said the reigning Intercontinental champion. I could be wrong, he added. I hope I'm wrong, but just based on everything and how everything is going on, it would surprise me if we did. A longtime pro wrestling star and future WWE Hall of Fame legend also gave us thoughts on how the company will be handling its annual biggest party, the Summerslam, scheduled for Sunday, August 23rd. Yeah, the 1 week paper, that'd be so stupid. I have no idea what's going on with SummerSlam or where it's going to be. I'll say instead of the SummerSlam pay-per-view, if it's going to be at the Performance Center, if we're actually going to get to do this. And that's it for AJ Styles on there. You find anything yet?
I got some new details on the WWE 2K Battlegrounds.
Okay, cool. Let's hear it. Video game, right?
Yep. There's a new mode revealed, match types and DLC. So the new mode is called King of the Battleground. This is the
cool.
first we've heard about King of the Battleground mode. It's similar to the Royal Rumble or the Championship Scramble. 4 players can be in the ring at once and opponents just keep climbing in one after the other. It's online and there's no end. The objective is to remain the king of the battleground for the longest. This sounds like it could become the most popular way to play the game online with streamers seeking to break records for the longest time spent in the ring. There'll be alternative attires. According to Connor, each wrestler over 70 total will have at least one alternative attire. It's unclear whether Bray Wyatt and The Fiend will be the same person with one alternative attire for the other, but it sounds like as if both personas will be represented.
Okay.
Traditional matches. While WWE 2K Battlegrounds will be based on over-the-top action, O'Connor confirmed there will be traditional match types like singles, tag teams, etc. It's unclear how matches will be won. Will there be pinfall, KO, submission, all three, or some combination? We'll find out soon, I'm sure.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yep.
Are you gonna buy the game?
I'll probably buy it.
Are we gonna have to stream the pay-per-view on if I don't buy it, or can we just stream it on 2K20 or 19?
Wait, what?
Are we shooting our wrestling stuff matches on 2K20 or 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they get shut down.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So, you guys were watching NXT? I'm just putting some WWE news, whatever. I don't care. Rhea Ripley, she dyed her hair blonde. Probably Vince is like, Vince wants her to be blonde so she becomes a women's champion. I don't know. Reveals new blonde duet on NXT. So what she says is she ditched her trademark dark black back cut after she revealed a new stunning new blonde on the 29th of WXT on USA Network.
Hmm.
This is the first time the WWE Universe has seen Ripley with blonde hair since 2017 when Australian native made her debut at the inaugural Mae Young Classic where she had long, flowing blonde locks. Ripley quickly switched the do to avoid comparisons to fellow Australian wrestler Toni Storm. I thought Toni Storm was from England. I guess she's Australian. That's cool. She's a pretty good wrestler too, isn't she? Toni Storm, right?
Yeah, she's alright.
And what else? I'll put that part of the Rusev news or something. So it's mine. Let's see. Oh, Orton. There's something about Randy Orton. Randy Orton, the guy that's on fire. He talks the art of telling a story in the ring. He says, I've changed a lot in 2009. I had the good run with Triple H and earlier career with the Legend Killer. I was still feeling it. My answer, everything was to have a very intense look on my face. Punched my jaw and put it all in the look. I was never promo guy. Last year, maybe two, I looked at promos completely differently. A promo earlier in my career was something I had to get so I could have that chance to kill it in the ring. I wish it didn't take so long for me to figure out the promo that's where we tell the rest of the story. I look forward to continuing. Concentrating on my promos, there was a lot there I was missing earlier in my career, and I don't want to miss out on it anymore. How wrestling performance artists is longevity. We do in the ring performance art said at Orton that there is an art form, and that's a loss on some guys. I've gone on record that a lot of our younger guys can be little reckless. I've been around this long, and one of the reasons I've been around this long is my style. Although it might be a little slow and continuous at times, when it comes to telling a story, you have to slow it. How less is born in the importance of telling a story. If two guys are going 100 miles an hour and they never slow down and they never sell, it is a big fireworks show, and I'm not getting any drama, said Orton. I'm not getting invested, and I'm not wanting to see more. When it's over, onto the next train wreck. Too much, less is more sometimes. Sometimes you do need to slow it down. Sometimes you need to slow it down so the cameraman can find your face. When I'm watching the show on TV, there's never a chance to get in, and we see what they're feeling. See the color of their eyes and the small facial expressions that tell a huge part of the story. You don't get that when it's just physicality. The importance of your next match being as good. This is probably across Morton on your last match. I know there are fans out there that love seeing guys risk their neck every night, and I can appreciate the guys that do that for their fans, but there is no longevity in it. Orton, you are only as good as your last match. Getting a pat on your back from your peers because you had a good match is a huge thing. But then you've got another match the next night and another match the next. You can't go off the top of the cage into a table from 30 feet every week. You can't dive to the floor and put yourself in that high-risk scenario every week. But these guys are doing it, and I feel they're dropping like flies. They're all tough. They all work hard. and they're all talented. But I look forward to being able to get in the ring with a couple of these guys and slowing them down, showing them my opinion on what makes a good match. A good match. All right, how much left is okay? This is the last part for Orton. Why is selling so much more important than memorizing the sequence? When you have A through Z memorized, it becomes physical, brutal, violent dance. It can be smooth and it can look rough. Things can look hard hitting, but when it comes down to it, slowing down and letting people see what you're feeling, like someone getting drop kicked in the knee earlier in the match, and then 10 minutes later, you know why he's limping across the ring. Selling. All of those guys sell, but they need to turn up the selling meter and take a page out of some of these old school guys' books. You need to sell. I can't stand when I see 10 false finishes in a row, where a guy takes a power bomb, then he's up and he's delivering a knee. Then the other guy ducks, and then it's boom, boom, boom. It's too much, but because these guys are capable of doing it, because the fans are going to chant fight forever and all that crap, they're going to keep doing it because they think that's what they've got to do to get the reaction. But sometimes the fans don't need to make noise to be reacting. Sometimes they're sitting and they're watching with their mouths open, not saying a word, and they're invested in paying attention. They want to see what you're going to do or say next. That's the disconnect between a lot of main roster guys and the younger guys in NXT. They're just hungry. They're addicted to that chant from the crowd. They want the roof to come off the top of that building. Every single spot they do, there's no build to that. And that's it for Orton right there. You got any news?
I got one. Former WWE star tells people don't be sheep while shopping without a mask.
Who's this guy?
Gabriel Tuffet, aka former WWE star Tyler Rex.
Oh, he got fired?
Apparently.
Maybe it was for that remark he said, right? On Twitter?
Posted a video of himself inside a store without a mask on. You know what this could be? Hold on. Reseg this segment. This could be a shoot. Or wherever that is.
Yeah, it could be a shoot. It could be around that.
Hey, Mike.
Sure. What's up?
I just found a video.
What's the video?
It's about Tyler Rex. You want to see?
Sure, post it.
Roll the clip.
Roll the clip.
There we go. Alright. I'll just say now. So yeah, I found some news.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to do it for the podcast now.
Okay, well, find something really quick to end it with a podcast that's something that's fast we can talk about.
Literally walked in front of the door. They asked me if I wanted a mask. Shook my head, no, and kept walking.
Wow, that's crazy. And that's not WWE video, is it? No, it's not, so you'll be fine. All right, let's find if I can end this and then we're done. Oh, the final one. This will be it, and then we're done.
Okay.
This is final, guys, and we're going to end the podcast. 2 wrestlers contributing to Raw and SmackDown creative writing teams and more. We didn't get to the news last week. We forgot to. Edge on Monday Night Raw and Daniel Bryan on Friday Night SmackDown are wrestlers who have significant creative influence. And the shows and the Observer News Settler describes their role as actually being on each brand's respective writing teams. On the topic of the creative writing team, a separate report from PWInsider.com indicates that in response to recent trend, viewership ratings on Wednesday nights with Dynamite defeating NXT in both figures, WWE has decided to hire new writers for their NXT show. Cool. And that's it for that's it for that. All right, let's do. All right. Well, that's it for the wrestling news. Like I said, I'm your host Mike and Trevcore Gaming, and like I say, it's all about the wrestling, brother. Ooh yeah, Slim Jim.
Woo!
Maybe down the line I might go the cream of the crop one day or something.
I'll do mine.
Man.
And thanks for watching Pop Wrestling. I'm your host, Trevcore, and say goodbye to my good friend Mike.
Thanks for watching wrestling, everybody. Have a great one.
Hello and welcome to our CBC online service today. My name is Andy and I'm part of the staff team here at Chichester Baptist Church. We're in week 2 in our Gospel DNA series, looking at Acts chapter 3 and Acts chapter 4. Brilliant chapters to read and respond to, and also to consider what can we learn from the life of the early church that we can kind of implement, that we can copy, that we can learn from together as God's people today. Now, I'm going to deliver today's message a little bit differently. You'll see behind me I've got 2 big sheets of today's passage. Now, you might want to print those out. There should be a link for you to print those out where you are. And I'm going to help us to explore this speech. I've got 4 different colour pens, and I'm going to be using the different colour pens to